probably going to basically ignore quests and just run around in a circle on this map until I've visited like every room and talked to everybody I can find. And then, so I may or may not complete some quests on accident just in the process of doing that. Attention, thieves. Up there? I'm not up anywhere. A poster. Alois is calling for vigilance against the threat of thieves. Residents of the domed city, the recent succession of thefts is a threat to us all. Stay vigilant. Report suspicious behavior to the authorities. Keep your valuables secure. Do not trust any stranger. Report anything out of the ordinary. Anyone found to be cooperating with the thieves will be punished. Alois, city administrator. Anyone in here? Oh, is that one of the photo?
Someone tell you could come in here?
I want to talk to you. Okay.
I'm watching you.
I don't want to fight. Calm down, buddy. Just people usually don't care when I walk into their home in this game. Most of the time. It's a weird thing, but it's been true so far. Elexit bag. Electronic scrap. Trying to stick to only stealing like the special items around here, because it does count as stealing, and they seem to be actively not psyched about that. Oh. There's an actual force field. Never mind, I can't just jump out if they don't let me out. Although I could probably just jump over that dude, honestly, if he tried to stop me. And then just escape through the door anyway. I'm really good at running away from stuff. Most of the time. Some of the time. Occasionally. I have mixed results running away from things, is what I mean to say. You're a rando. I'm on the prowl for non-randos. Show me where you got them. Where are you guys keeping the named people? I don't find the top of the wall very promising. Riley.
Hey you. You don't have any broken energy weapons, chainswords, or anything like that? That sort of thing is my business. So if you find any, bring them to me. I'll give you good prices for them.
Did you flee here from the desert?
Flee? No. But to live in Tavar, you need shards. And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making a profit hard.
You think it's better here?
Yes, for sure. For me, at least. And those berserkers are the worst for it. One of those assholes killed my friend for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
Help me! He's all like, this place is way better, it's awesome, such an upgrade. They killed my friend and they're coming for me, help! Like in the next breath, as if they weren't written by the same person.
Who is this berserker that's giving you trouble?
Brabeck. A bull of a man and twice as ugly. Bone-breaking bastard.
About Brabeck. Where can I find Brabeck?
He's usually near the inn. Just follow your nose. If it smells like piss, you found him.
Let's trade.
Okay.
He sells liquor. Can craft those potions with that liquor. It costs 25 each, so not very cheap, but I could stock up if I wanted to. He doesn't sell the raw Elexit though, so I can't really keep that going. And I also need the other recipes anyway to make it properly count. Otherwise, he sells hatchets. That's about it. Okay. Might as well sell the hatchets at this point, right? And the hatchet. Rusty axe. Gore Reaper blade. I'm not gonna sell any of the weird, unique things for now. They could all be useful. Except this wooden shield that's clearly a downgrade. I think. I'll keep an eye on it just in case, because you might be able to upgrade them differently. That's worth checking. How are we doing on our riches, though? 226. Wow. I collected some cigarettes along the way, huh? $30 mugs. Hey, that's 60 gold. It's worth it. They'll try to laugh at me with all the time I waste, but look at my money now. Look at my money now. All you have to do is pick up completely nonsensical quantities of items. I'll sell off 3 of the propaganda posters, why not? And the ominous notes. I don't need these many weird duplicates, even though I probably don't need any of them at all, but it feels weird to throw away things that are like weird collectible items sometimes. Then you have the trophies again. Y'all want to buy teeth? Doesn't make you seem creepy at all. The fact that they're called trophies, not like raw materials or something, makes me feel like they're not for crafting, but I really haven't looked at crafting yet. Those liquor. Not much else. Well, alrighty now, and I'm somewhat richer.
Leave your hands where I can see them.
Ooh. You can get something from there if you want to, except she is very not psyched about me being in here. Not one bit.
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath? No. I was exiled to the valley before I came here, but I hid myself in a crate and got brought up in the lift.
You escaped in a crate?
Yeah, those idiots had no idea I was in there. I waited till they were busy with the next one, slipped out, and I was gone.
You got lucky.
That wasn't luck, that was pure skill.
You were lucky.
Yeah, well, maybe I got luck and skill, but what I haven't got is beer. Feel like one?
Yeah, sure.
Well then, follow me.
He escaped by hiding in a box. Well, that could have gone very wrong. What if they dropped him and then he fell in the river and then just drowned in the river? Bit of an anticlimax for that little caper. Hey dude, I'm behind you now. Never mind. Guess we're just down there. Is this the Alb part of town?
Why are you torturing yourself
Nope.
over that? How many are dead now?
I can try to use the workbench, and by
I've
which I
heard
mean
that
it.
before.
By which I mean I probably can't use it at all.
You gotta think before you go out.
That's my current weapon. So I have no modify weapon skill, which means I can't do a single thing here. I should probably consider learning that, huh?
I swear those creatures are getting more dangerous.
ELEX drink, strong ELEX drink. You need natural ELEX and an ELEX drink. And for an ELEX drink, you need small ELEX and natural ELEX. So you just keep taking natural ELEX and just mashing it in there, basically. So I can craft this. I need to learn chemistry first, is the problem. I should try learning chemistry. I might be able to craft my own attribute points or something.
Some guys just open their mouths too much.
It is all about serious personal.
The fight is the only thing that matters. That makes a real man.
Well, if you're sure about that, then okay.
A lot of dialogue triggering in the other room, and it only kind of makes sense.
Ah, the gift and treasures of travel, for it brings new encounters. So what are you? Merchant, bounty hunter, or a nobody like most people out there?
I'm not in a faction.
Well, guess you're one lonely son of a bitch then, aren't you? Here, before you start begging for help. Consider it a gift from the Duke. You gave me enough that I can share.
Keep your charity.
It isn't smart to refuse a gift from the boss. You should learn to appreciate his generosity.
How do people live here?
Here, smoke one with me, before you start bombarding me with questions, yeah? I have the best stuff here.
What do you have to offer?
Troll dung, rat scab, it's all first-class stuff. Snort it, smoke it, either way. You'll never forget the experience.
Forget it.
Well, that's your choice. From time to time, you need to open a door in your head and look inside, right? But if you won't, then all the more for me. That done, let's get into the real business.
Business? With me?
You see someone else here? Real business. A proper opportunity. You see, the clerics have had this city under their control for years. And the Duke thinks they're planning to take control everywhere, sooner or later. And he thinks the Dome City could be the starting point for their military campaign. So, my job is to find out if he's right, if there is something brewing that could be dangerous for us in Tavar.
What information have you gathered about the clerics?
Pretty much nothing so far. They've not been very loose-lipped around me. I must sorta stand out.
So, you want me to be your spy?
I want you to find out information. Now I can see in your eyes that you haven't fallen for the cleric's tricks. You aren't simple enough to believe every piece of troll shit you're fed.
What do you expect from me?
All that you have to do is get some answers out of somebody, and I've even got the guy lined up ready for you. His name is Lutz. He's one of Alois's technicians. As far as I know, he's trying to re-establish communications with the other clerics in Ignadon, while Alois will tell you the clerics here are neutral, separate from the ones in the Horde. Go and grill Lutz. Find out if there'll be an offensive soon. Do that, then come back to me as soon as you have any useful information.
So, what do you think? Should we get involved here?
Don't worry, there's no getting involved. You shouldn't have any trouble finding something out.
How many shards are you talking about?
Enough. The Duke is generous. I pay. That much you can be sure of.
Where can I find Lutz?
If he's not on a call, then he's usually working maintenance on one of the generators. Just walk along the battlement path up at the top. You can't be far.
Why do you think that these technicians will know about the cleric's plans?
Because he's the guy that maintains all the communications equipment. He must have heard something from the comms. And he's more likely to talk than anyone further up the chain. I want to know what he's heard. I need to know what he knows.
Vivian sent me to talk to you about the technician's job.
Yeah, good. And I'd like to apply for the job. And I'm willing to pay any price to get it. While I'm certain there must be people better qualified than me, there isn't anybody who will pay you as much as I will.
How good are you with technology?
Absolutely crap. I don't know one end of a screwdriver from, well, a hammer, to be honest. But I'm a fast learner, and if I have someone I can ask, then the rest won't be a problem. And did I mention the whole financially rewarding aspect of selecting me as the candidate?
What do you think about the clerics?
What's this got to do with the job? This job is about technical reliability, and I can assure you that I am technically reliable. And as for my interests, you can count on me being a pacifist. I want to do anything to avoid a war, and the better access I have to new information, the better equipped I'll be to ensure a war doesn't suddenly break out without anybody seeing it coming.
I've heard enough.
Okay. And remember to put in a good word for me with Vivian. I'll make it worth your while.
There's so many pluses and minuses there. Like, minus part, he's not technically proficient and he's a scumbag, but plus part, he wants to pay you a bunch of money, and also he's probably the most likely candidate to avoid the upcoming conflict, because I would assume that the other two characters are both going to be poised to be pro and against the clerics specifically. And I haven't even met them yet. I can probably predict that pattern due to, you know, video games.
Stay healthy, all right?
That guy pissing right in front of the outhouse. Really? Really? You're right next to the outhouse. It's right there. You're like, I'm gonna pee on it from the outside. I'm an adult man, and I make adult decisions. So is there a character named the Duke, or does that guy unironically refer to him as the Duke in the third person? Because that's... I don't know if I can work with somebody who refers to themselves in the third person on purpose. Kind of a problem.
Are you here to seek shelter or to cause problems? This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
Did you just fall right out of a Tomb Raider reboot?
What's wrong with you? Have I done something to piss you off?
Call it experience, but those in need and those willing to help don't normally question my motives.
Are you always so edgy?
You know you wouldn't need to defuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in Goliath all over again.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people can make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't ready for that. Or they've been cast out. They have to go somewhere.
So there's no faction in charge here?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Hort where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions.
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer Abessa?
I don't answer to Adan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them to do otherwise. My only connection to Adan is my magic. I wish it was more, but wishes don't make things so.
Have you been exiled from Goliath?
Exiled? No. There are those in Adan who want to use my magic for their own purposes. Ever since my power started to grow, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrifying.
If that's true, why don't you use your power?
I do, I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance I could kill anyone and everyone around me. The warlords wanted to test me. Try my powers, to harness them. Now I need to find a solution myself. But to do that, I need to study the properties of ELEX, to learn more about it.
I could use someone like you.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Well, count me out. I'm not interested in being used.
I could help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know of how to help me? ELEX marks people. Mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it. It stays with people. You have its mark on you. You're different somehow. What is it about you?
I took ELEX in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something else?
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb soldier. Well, it seems we have something in common. We've both been fed ELEX in one form or another. It's changed us. And neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is it that you're planning?
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the Elexitors. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in this?
In return, I will help your quest to find the ELEX you're searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in. If you really want to protect them, you need to leave.
Even if that's true, why should I leave with you?
I was an Alb. I know ELEX and I know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even during sleep. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control you. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you. We can help each other.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. You're right. I'm hiding from it here. I need to get out there and find a real solution. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if your actions can match your words. You should stock up here before we go.
I will meet you by the gate.
Just don't keep me waiting, or you might find I change my mind.
That was well done.
Well now. There's constant welding happening in the background. What are you even welding? It's a solid beam, you lunatic. That was kind of out of nowhere, just a surprise companion. But, oh god, I can't even think with the constant noise in my ears. There's so many noises. Ah. Right, that's what I was gonna say, is that like that was the most like suddenly articulate explanation of like my motivations and my mission and my history and another character's motivations, like in explicit terms, in a way that like the game is actually like not very heavily torn, not heavily said. Like I don't know if I could have very accurately said that we even had a specific mission so much as like we had an origin story.
Yes, you can't say that, but we need more food.
I've been viewing this game as the equivalent of Fallout New Vegas, where like the game starts with your character getting shot in the head and then waking up elsewhere and having a new life essentially, and you just like, do I follow up on the thing where they got shot, or do I do other things with my life? And your options are just open, and that's how I felt about this game so far. Is just felt like I can just do whatever I feel like, basically.
Stop being an asshole. Hey, you. Hey, it's you.
Yes, Fink. It's me, Jax.
I heard they shot you down. That you were dead. Apparently that was wrong. But if you're here, does that mean you're a separatist now? Will you stay here and support our cause? I'm sure you would be very welcome.
What cause?
We've broken free from Zakor, from being slaves to ELEX. And we've worked, persuaded people to allow us into the city. And now we're here, we are working to be allowed to stay. Would you be willing to help us?
I will give you my support.
Good. We have to stick together. People blame us for this war, even though we left Zakor to escape it. They will doubt us until the day peace begins. I mean, they don't even trust each other. Among all these warring people, all these different agendas, we, you and I, share a similar destiny. It's the only way anyone will survive.
It seems like you're tolerated here in the city.
That is exactly what we are. Tolerated. We are still a long way from being accepted.
Albs who have become refugees in your own war.
This isn't our war. This city is a place of freedom, but all the old suspicions remain. The outlaws claim they are being oppressed. The clerics say they are neutral, but they aren't. The berserkers, they don't seem to know what they're doing, apart from avoiding their laws. We are trying to discover who we are. I think people see that we are all here for a new start.
Do you need help?
It is good that you offer to help us. The berserkers are already trying to get us thrown out of the city. We need the protection offered by this place. We won't survive without it. We've persuaded people here that we are worth a chance. But there will always be those who won't see it that way. And the Albs and Zakor want us dead. If we're to stay, we need someone to get to Caleb and York. They are key to our future.
That sound design, I just love the constant in my left ear the entire conversation.
About the threat of you being thrown out of the city. What is the problem with Caleb and York?
Yorg is a berserker. He's accused us of spying for the Albs and Zakor. He claims he saw us handing over information about the shield generators. It's completely illogical. We are the ones with the most to lose if Zakor captures this city. But the free people are prisoners to emotion. It makes them doubt logic. They have already thrown one of our group out of the city. Now they are threatening the rest of us with the same fate. We are no friends of the Albs and Zakor. They would see us dead. We want this to be our home now. We need the free people to understand this.
I will help you.
Good. That is the response I wanted. It is best if you go straight to Jorg. Caleb is already attempting further arguments to ensure our expulsion. But it is Jorg's statement that has put us in danger. That lie underpins Caleb's argument against us. If people believe we are working with the enemy, we will be exiled from the city and left to die. But if Jorg confesses his lie, then Caleb would no longer have the proof he claims. They would have no reason to expel us.
What goods have you got?
Throne control. Bunch of other things. Oh, natural ELEX. Whoa. That's expensive. And you can get instructions to make different ELEX potions here. Yeah, they knew what they were doing. So this is where I can go if I want to get some natural ELEX. Good to know. It's going to cost me a lot. 1,500. But it'd be 15 more natural ELEX, and so he's the guy to talk to if I want to be able to craft that stuff.
I've never trusted her. Nah.
I keep forgetting, do I have to manually trigger each recipe or something?
With those traders and get more supplies in.
I hope they drown in their own shit.
I don't think I need to do.
I've heard that before.
I am tired of this guy. I'm ready to wipe this dude out with their constant... Wait, you're a different person. Oh, there's multiple people that are constantly using blowtorches. Great. This place is like the most interesting location in the game so far, I think, with the constant struggle between the different factions, because it gives you a location where all of them... Really, dude? Finally gives you a location where all of them are in one place, interacting with each other. It probably would work for me slightly better if I had actually encountered the capitals of the other two cities already, which I still haven't, so it's like I'm slightly out of order here, but that's fine. This place will likely serve my purposes because I want to level up. And a pretty great way to level up without combat is this exact scenario, I think, which is a ton of like political scenarios and people to talk to, and a lot of quests that can be dealt with by basically running around the town a lot is probably going to be what I need. Where did we start? Oh god, we only started there, didn't we? So I've only made it this far around town.
Why are you torturing me?
What do you want from me? To drive me off? Or maybe even have me killed? You don't scare me. Your people are a plague upon this land. Although, there is something different about you. Do you usually spend time with people like us?
I was an Alb myself once.
Yes. You stopped taking ELEX. That is rare, which makes me question how you did it.
Vivian sent me about the technician job.
I am without question the best candidate they will find. Therefore, selecting me is the logical choice. But I need proof that the clerics are really willing to work with me. If I am to work for the clerics, then I would like to be paid. The free people seem to value shards above all things, and so payment would be proof that they take me seriously.
What are your qualifications for this job?
I served as the battlefield technician for my unit in Zakor. I have already discovered errors in the AI systems of the clerics' mechs, and I would be able to modify them. Even the dome isn't running as efficiently as it could. That is another thing I could improve.
Do you think you can work with the clerics?
I think it would be better if this city was led by an alb or a machine. But I understand that it isn't up to me to determine this. So yes, I could imagine working with them in the existing circumstances, despite their inefficiencies.
Teach me something.
Of course.
Are you the crafting one? You are. Let's check chemistry real quick. I can learn chemistry. I've got the stats to learn chemistry if I want to, which I do. Boom. Level 4 crafting. I can become a professional hacker. An extra attempt. Older your horses, give you more time. Mining, already have that, but it can get more? Yeah. Modify weapons, needs 25 dexterity. I should get that already. Just give me a second to, like, magically make myself more effective and whatnot.
Teach me something.
Of course.
There we go. I can try to make my weapons not crap now, hopefully. Lockpicking is going to require 35 dexterity. We are not there yet. But maybe one day. Right now I'm keeping my options open for the technician job thing. She's probably the best candidate because she's the best at the job already. And she's unemotional, so she probably won't be up to any weird behavior. But she does expect to be paid, so that she has insurance that this is actually for realsies and whatnot. So now I know how to do chem. So to make one of these I need 2 ELEX drinks. To make an ELEX drink I need 2 small ELEX drinks. I can craft one of those right now. Let's just start with 1. Now I can make an ELEX drink, which is 2 attribute points. Then strong is what? 1 skill point?
All of them annoy me.
That's pretty good.
You ever think about how things might have been before the comet?
Get something to drink first.
I need to make 1 more ELEX drink first.
Those ruins are still full.
I want to make 1 more ELEX drink, then I need to make 2 of these.
Some guys just open their mouths too much.
Is she really so gullible?
Wow. That mathematically perfectly worked out for 1 strong ELEX drink, and now I am out of natural ELEX. Just like that. And I'm out of, well, I'm not out of booze.
Some guys just
yeah, I still have more liquor. So these are 2 each. It's 2 natural ELEX for this, which means you need 4 natural ELEX per... Oh my god. So much natural ELEX is consumed in the process of this. Oh my god. So you need 2 ELEX drinks, which means you need 4 small ELEX drinks. 4 small ELEX drinks require 8 natural ELEX. But then you need to make 2 of these, so that's 12 natural ELEX. And then the last one is 5 more for 17 natural ELEX. You need 17 ELEX just to make 1 of these. It's admittedly a whole skill point, so it's pretty valuable. I'll give it that much. But yeah, I'm gonna want to hold on to all the natural ELEX I can find and buy, and probably even buy whatever I can find. But the problem there is that God, that's just so much of it. The only other requirement is booze, liquor. Liquor seems like it'd be easier to find. I can probably just buy it at the bar. Good to know. The Ajdor Dukes. I can improve the weapon in this slot or not. I can't click on it. Okay. Axe. Improve your weapon. Yes, no. What will happen? It just becomes an Axe 1. I'm sorry. That's not something I thought about. Son of a bitch. So right now, it's a 32 damage weapon. And I'm right on the requirements for using it. And if I upgrade it, it becomes a 48 damage weapon. Huge spike in quality. And I get totally fucked. Because I need 41 strength and 36 constitution to use it. You literally can't use it? I can't think of a lot of games I've played where you can upgrade a weapon so it becomes unusable. But here we are. Reagent sword they recommended upgrading. Requires natural ELEX. It would go to 43, 43 on strength and dex, but it'd become a 47 damage weapon. I can see why they recommend it, but the requirements are huge.
I have to go.
You can upgrade the Reaper Blade. 73 damage, but like impossible stats. Like just straight up impossible stats. I can basically double the damage of the scrap shield, but I need almost double the constitution to use it. Great. Glad things are working out. Alright, well that was this is not a skill I'll be using for a while, is it? I appreciate the opportunity, but it is not serving the purpose that I hoped it would. Crap. So you're the one that has gemstone sockets. It says empty sockets. Do I have to have gemstone socket as a skill too? If I get one more crafting skill, can I just do this job myself? I'm only one away now. At this point. Pickpocketing. Oh, yeah, gemstone socket is actually genuinely a skill you have to learn. Okay, well none of the actual items I can use have sockets on them, so that's not really worth buying right now. They don't make this easy on me.
You gotta think before you go out and do that.
Yeah, if I get to the proper rank, can I just take the job myself and nullify this entire process?
Most of them annoy me. All of them annoy me.
Strong ELEX drink, skill point, use.
Well, if you're sure about that, then okay.
And that should be all I have, because I just used all the other ones in the process of making that. So then now I have, yep, one more learning point.
You don't have to believe everything they say.
I mean, that's a big deal. That's an entire level up right there. So being able to just craft it is kind of a big deal. You just have a gun drawn? No, that's a chicken or something. Got like a chicken leg in his hand. Just inherently menacing, I guess.
Sort this shit out before we drown in it.
You don't feed the belly.
Naira's records. Recording Naira, an Alb separatist. Living among the free people of the Dome City, I realize how much I detest them. For anything they do, they require payment. It has taken persistence to acquire the few primitive tools I have obtained. This would be easier to overcome if it weren't for the emotions I am suffering. Frustration, anger, both unproductive and inefficient. The city is corrupt. It will take strength to survive here and to further our cause. She's sick of it, but she's also got to deal with the fact that her emotions are showing up again, which she seems to be trying to repress, judging by her general demeanor. Whoops. Every time a little moment like that happens, I'm afraid that we're gonna have straight up fall damage occur. That's a sound. That was a strange sound over here. What was that sound? It was like somebody working on a machine? Is there like a way into this shipping container? No. I don't know what I just heard. That was weird.